No, wait! What happened?
Why am I down here now?
I did guy. I started the episode being like, oh no, like right before the episode, no, I'm gonna click the wrong thing because I went to push the button. And then I clicked the thing that the button said instead of the actual correct. Oh. Because I have a button for just chatting streams. And it's the same background. But then, anyway. I'm like, oh, it's not just chatting, it's the talk show line. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Cell of a Night. Today, our lovely guest is the effervescent HappyMaskPrince.
Oh, I'm like a can of soda. Effervescent.
Usually I have like I was just like need good word.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
I'm happy to. Oh wait, no, you're happy.
Don't worry, that is not going to be the first or last time I hear that.
I'm glad to have you. Uh, so I guess what so blah blah. I took a big break from these, and then the thing that I'm still not caught up on is how do I start these again?
Oh, you're so real to me.
The parts that I struggle with is like the introduction and the end, and I'm like I need to go rewatch some episodes.
Yeah,
um,
gotta refreshing your brain.
yeah. But tell me about yourself. What do you do? What's your things?
So, I am the Happy Mass Prince. Obviously, my friends call me Happy. And besides being like a streamer here on Twitch, I also do artwork. I do a lot of artwork. Um, I don't post any of it online. Not out of like, "Ooh, don't look at my art." Entirely out of me forgetting to post it.
Totally fair. Totally fair. In fact, you
But
actually did my offline screen.
I did. I've done assets for a couple streamers. And I love doing it. I think it's one of my favorite types of commissions is doing assets for streamers because I get to see a bunch of like people's designs and like seeing what people want. Your offline screen was a whole ton of fun. Big fan of the Yamcha death pose.
Yeah, I was so excited with that when I had that idea, and I was so excited you were down to do it. I was just like, I need something. I needed off because that was when I was revamping everything, and
Mhm.
I'm like, anyway.
It was so good. It was so fun to draw. I love it.
Actually, I've been needing to commission. I've been meaning to commission you for something else too at some point. Uh, just like
I will
art
talk
in
about this later.
general,
Yeah.
because I'm a big fan of commissioning my artist friends for things.
Hell yeah. And lucky for you, I'm starting to show like uh so I guess a little bit of an update on my life. I got like an injury a couple months ago, so I couldn't like draw for a while.
Oh no.
Um yeah, but I'm on the up and up. I'm able to actually draw without being in pain, but I am like taking it easy on myself. I have like a timer I have set on, so I'll draw for 30 minutes and then I'll take like a 30-minute break. And if after that I like feel fine, then I keep drawing and stuff. It's pretty good.
Ah, okay. Well, as long as you're taking care of yourself.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's my livelihood. I and my passion. I love artwork. I in fact I've been getting back into doing like traditional artwork. I pulled out my watercolors recently.
Ooh.
Yeah. Um, Mostly because I've been getting into doing oshikatsu stuff. So I've just been a huge nerd.
Okay, what is oshikatsu?
So oshikatsu is I don't remember what it translates to specifically, but basically you get your oshi, your favorite,
Right.
and you do stuff with your little guy themed around them. Um, you can decorate an ita bag. I personally like to go with my friends and we will do little activities themed around our little guys. Like recently we celebrated Raphael from Love and Deep Space's birthday, and we did stuff surrounding like him as a character. We went to the zoo so that I could like um doodle and paint some of the animals there because the character is a painter, and then we cooked
Ah.
up some burgers themed around like how he likes to have his food, and it was and decorated it like if we were making a party for him, you know.
Oh, that actually sounds really fun, actually.
It is. It's a whole ton of fun, honestly, and it's gotten me to try some new things. Like I've never, despite having gone to art college, I never went to like my local zoo and painted the animals, which is actually a huge thing that is like super great for artists. And uh for another character that we celebrated, we went up to the mountain. I mean, my friends had a picnic up there and cooked new dishes. It was great. And for this next Oshikatsu event that I'm going to be having, we're going to a cat cafe, which I've never been to one before, and I think it'll be fun.
Ooh, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's good, it's fun, it's silly, and like I'm kind of reaching that age where it's like, okay, but if someone points out like, "Oh, why do you have like your little you have, this character right here?" and have stuff around it. Like, okay, but like, do you want to know about them or like, are you judging me? Because why are you judging me? I'm having fun.
I'm very much on team, like, who cares? Well, it's my, it's my
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Uh, that's awesome. I've only side note, I've only been to a cat cafe once, and we didn't
Mhm.
have the money to actually go into the cat cafe, so we had coffee and watched cats through a glass wall interact with other people
Aw.
because they had the food and the drinks and stuff separated by a big glass wall
Mhm.
from like
Oh.
the cat room. So we got coffee and stood and watched them through the window. It felt
Oh.
so awkward.
that's that's like I'm trying to think of it. That's like going I think there's no better example than like, yeah, I went to the cat cafe for the coffee, you
Right?
know?
That's it's so weird.
I I will tell you about my experience and I will give the cats lots of loving for you.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. Uh, but that's so cool. I love that. Uh, Wait. So
Yeah.
what is love and deep
Mhm.
space?
Okay. I'm gripping your shoulders now.
Okay.
So, Love and Deep Space is a gacha otome game on mobile devices where basically the MC has a special heart that allows her to reincarnate and has currently 5 love interests that at some point in one of her previous lives she was romantically like with, right?
Right.
Reason that I have gotten really into it because otome games don't super interest me. Um, Reason I got into it is because in the main storyline, it's actually just it's really sad and really interesting. And there's just a lot of tension. Like the guys are really aloof or just like, oh, we're supposed to, or like one character, Zane was like, oh, we're supposed to be like childhood friends. Why is he so like cold and distant? Like we're supposed to like know each other, right? And then you like get to know about them more. And it's like, oh, and the only way to actually experience any of the romance within it is through memories, which are the units. And
Oh.
I'm very into it. I a lot of my I've got, my IRL friends, my wife is very into it as well. Um and I it's just a lot of fun. It's honestly, I got really into it cuz um a friend of mine, Yulin, she got into it because she's like, "Oh, a new gotcha game! Haha, let me try this." And I kind of watched her play a bit, and I was like, "This is weird. I'm not gonna try this." And then cue me a month later, popping it open, giving it a shot, and now I am deep in it. I have like 2 plushies of my main. I have a little acrylic stand. I have a shaker charm. I'm planning for his birthday. I'm invested.
That's awesome.
Big fan of it. It's the combat's really good, and one thing that I particularly really enjoy about it is that like a lot of the guys writing are subversions of their tropes. Like one character, Silas. he's this crime boss, right?
Okay.
And you would think, oh, he's gonna be big, mean, and scary. He's gonna be like kind of like controlling. Not at all. Is written entirely to be like respecting of MC's like consent and autonomy. Just a lot of wanting to like be with her and respecting her as a person, and I love that. I genuinely love that subversion of the trope. It's amazing. It's great.
That's awesome. I'll be honest, when it comes to like Yakuza crime bosses, I feel like I've been spoiled because now I feel like my idea would not match reality anymore because I played the Yakuza games.
Oh, you're so real to me.
Because I'm like, oh yeah, Yakuza, they're like they're the scary underworld types, but they're not that bad. They're
Mhm.
they nice, honorable people. Like a lot of I don't know. Like I feel like I just don't view them as like scary in any way now. And I'm like, that's probably a dangerous mindset.
A little bit, but like also a very funny mindset to be in. I'm gonna be so for real with you.
Actually, I heard that they actually like love Americans because we're like a lot more like similar in culture to like the Yakuza culture than the Japanese
What?
culture. So when tourists go by, they're like, "Yeah, drink with us. You're cool."
What?
I don't know if that's a universal thing, and I think that's a dangerous thing to say, but I've heard so many stories of them just like being like, "Yo, foreign guy, hang out with us."
No. That is fascinating. I and really funny. Just like, hello, American. Oh, that also doesn't bode well for America in and of itself.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that says.
This is a lot of things. A lot of things that I don't want to open that briefcase up, you know?
Yeah, like I said, I don't know how that feels like dangerous, but like I said, I've heard so many stories on YouTube of people who like lived there to teach or whatever for a little bit, and then they're like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, no, and this is the time I went drinking with the local Yakuza group," and you're just like, "What?"
That's like saying, yeah, I went to go drink with my local biker gang. It's like, huh? What do you mean? You did that?
Like that is way too cool for a teacher.
Yeah.
uh, but yeah, uh,
Mhm.
cool. Uh, because I've been seeing a bunch of stuff about like the Ita bags lately.
Oh yeah, Ita bags are a ton of fun. I have two currently. I would like to get more because my first one, be so for real with you, it's falling apart.
Hmm.
Um, but and my second one has a very small window, and I have dedicated to just one character. Uh, which is fine. I have like one keychain of him, and I'm fine with not getting any more. Uh, I'm not gonna be vague about this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's specifically the I because my first one is not designed or anything. It's like a Hot Topic Ita bag, and like the opening is a moon. Like fantastic. It's very cute. But my
Mm-hmm.
my current one is specifically Orshafon's shield from Final Fantasy 14.
Oh.
Yeah, it's I love it so much. I have a little keychain of him right in the opening. It's fantastic, and it has his quote on the back of it. A smile better suits a hero, and I love that thing so much.
That's awesome.
I definitely want to get more. Hmm.
I don't own any, but I recently watched a whole thing on Hatsune Miku Ita bags. So on YouTube.
We gotta get you one.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Yeah. They come in, the classic ones are definitely the more like rectangular ones because that way you have a lot of space for your buttons, any keychains or tiny plushies you want in there because some people get customized like little plushies that look like they have their face pressed against the plastic. It's super cute.
Huh?
Um those are adorable, but like I personally am partial to the shaped ones. Um
Mm-hmm.
Actually got my dear friend Umbra like a heart-shaped one that looks like straight out of Kingdom Hearts. It's very cute.
Aw. I
But
think I did see one that was a crane game.
oh, that's adorable.
So you
Oh, the
did,
Kingdom would be so cute.
and it just has a little claw hanging from the inside, and then just you put like plushies and stuff inside it.
Yeah, you can put your little guy. You can put your Oshi in there.
Yeah.
You put your little Nui in there, and then you're like, this is my little guy. I love them dearly. And then you go, and then not to bring this back, then you go do Oshikatsu stuff. It's great.
And it fits with basically everything. You can just put any
Exactly.
plushie in there, and it's just like, yep.
You can take many plushies out on adventures.
Uh,
Uh, uh-huh.
so Final Fantasy 14, huh?
Yep. The the critically acclaimed MMORPG. Big fan. I have not gotten very far. I am very broke. Not I'm just about to start Storm's Blood, which is only the third expansion.
Totally fair. I never left the starting zone in that game.
Honestly, it is so reasonable to be like, "Oh, I never got out of the starting zone," cuz I won't lie, it is a slog. But I feel like it's important for it to be a slog. Like
Yeah.
I it took because like it took me a while to actually get deep into the story. Like it was halfway through the starting area that I was like, okay, through a Realm Reborn specifically,
Mm-hmm.
that I really got into it where I sat down one day and was like, okay, I need to actually take my time and just read what they're saying. And so English is not my first language, so I have a lot of trouble reading like when people write English real weird. And some of the characters are like they speak in old English, and I'm like, oh, I hate you. So what I did to kind of like cope with that instead of like frustratedly running through it is was like, okay, my character doesn't speak this common language very well. So he's gonna struggle, but we're gonna try and understand our way through it the best we can. And that really helped me like get into it. I in fact did the roleplay part of the MMORPG.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it really helped, and it's how I got so attached to Orchifon as well. I was like, oh, this character's great. He's fantastic. Big fan.
I when I tried to play it, I assumed it was gonna be like World of Warcraft, so I paid for it, and that made it not free anymore. And now it's
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, you could have played through all this, and now it's like, well, now you have to subscribe in the same way that you did before, and it's like, oh, I have to go redo a bunch of things.
Yeah, it do be like that. Also, when I also started, I was very much under the impression it was gonna be like WoW, and it was not.
Yeah, I honestly now I wish WoW was more like it, but I
Yeah.
also I actually forget that English is not your first language.
Oh, don't worry, lots of people do. They're like, "Oh, you speak English so well, though," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's my second language. I did grow up with it. It's just I do have some trouble."
I am so jealous of people who can know multiple languages. I don't. I have just English.
You're so real to me, like, cause I'm very much also have some like I have some envy towards people who can speak multiple languages in the way that I don't speak either language well. I don't speak Spanish or English very well. I get stuck on words all the time.
Totally fair. I mean, I will say, at least as far as I think your English is perfect, but I think a lot of people with English also struggle with English.
Real. It's a very interesting language. It's a funky little time.
Oh yeah, it's pretty much just the make shit up the language.
Oh yeah, definitely. It takes from so many different languages. It's oh, what a time. I only learned recently about the saying egg on my face.
Oh, yeah, people don't really use that anymore.
It's I'd never heard of it until recently. I was like, what does that mean? And they're like, "Oh, you never heard of that?" I'm like, "No. I I don't know anyone who would say that."
Boy, there's well, okay, I say it ironically sometimes because nobody says
Mhm.
that. Boy, is there egg on my face. But that's because it's like a very like 60s like olden day lingo at this point. It's like
Ah,
calling
back in
someone a
the day.
jive turkey. People, you don't do that.
More people gotta start saying that. That's funny.
I don't even know what that means.
A
I
jive turkey.
I just know that people in old movies would say it sometimes. But I
What a time. I'll have to look that up though.
did I ever tell you that when I went to school, I went to school for English?
No, what?
Yeah, yeah, I was trying to be an English teacher at one point.
Oh shit. Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, but you want to know the funny thing about college level English?
Yes.
So all of like all the way up till through high school and whatever, they're like, these are all the rules of English. Oh, you have to follow them. And then you get to college and they're like, here's why none of that mattered. And that basically like the very one of the very first things they teach you in college level English is just like forget everything else. Like whatever
Forget
you
it.
have, it's perfect. We're starting over.
All that you learned, it's a lie. It's kind of like how in elementary school they're like, ah, you gotta learn cursive because in high school they're gonna have you write all your essays in cursive. That was a lie. And then in high school they're like, ah, your professors are never gonna allow you to do this. And then I get to college and then my professors are like, hey, so I'm gonna be so fair with you. I got hungover. I'm kind of hungover today. No class. Go home. It's like, whoa, okay.
I
Damn.
funny enough, one of my professors when I was in school was literally came in late and he's like, "Sorry, I was playing Final Fantasy 13."
That's awesome. That's so
That wasn't even a
real.
new game at the time. He just got really caught up in 13 apparently.
Hey, it's a fun game. Like I like 13. It's a fun time.
Yeah, despite being Final Hallway 13.
It is, but like I think I've come to the realization that I don't think there's anything wrong with it being a linear game.
Yeah, I don't have any problems with it either. I
Mhm.
Although I never beat it because I got to a point where apparently I couldn't just keep going forward. I had to go back and reload previous areas of the like straight line to fight
Oh.
things repeatedly to farm levels. And I'm like, I can't even go forward to farm levels. And I think that's when I stopped playing that one. But I did like the characters in the story.
Yeah, I've never beaten a Final Fantasy game and I would really like to because I have a very bad habit of getting as far as to like close to the final boss and be like, okay, I'm gonna take a break so I can refresh myself before I go beat the final boss, and then tomorrow never comes.
I I feel that. I've done that with many things. I've done that with Skyrim so many times.
Oh, girl. Oh, not Skyrim.
I'll be like, okay, this time I'm gonna do this quest line, and then we're gonna do the main story. And I beat that quest line, and then I'm like, I'm tired of Skyrim. And I don't play for like 3 weeks, and then I go to or however long, and then I go back to play Skyrim, and I'm like, I need to start over.
Oh, yeah, you're so real to me, honestly. I God, I'm trying to think of like I recently been wanting to get back into Fields of Mystria, and they added a bunch of new stuff in like a recent update, and I'm like, oh, okay. I I should. Oh, I don't remember like half the stuff. I don't remember anyone's stories. Who am I romancing? Am I romancing anyone? And I was like, should I start over? And I'm like, I didn't, because it's not even fully out yet. I think I might start all over once it's like the 1.0 update, drops. But we'll see. I like my little guy so far.
Yeah. Tales of Mysteria? Is that what you said?
Fields of Mystria.
Fields of Mysteria. Okay, okay.
Yeah. It's a little farming sim.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, basically on the same terms as like Stardew Valley, of having like, the characters you can talk to, the mines. This one has like a little bit more, slightly more in-depth combat, which I very much enjoy. What I like more about it, and the reason I will play it over Stardew, is you don't have to refill the watering can. Big fan of that. Uh, Big
Okay.
hater of refilling my watering can. I love going in and just like, there we go, magic watering can. I don't want to refill it. I don't want to keep walking. I have a very little amount of time and energy. I shouldn't be spending it trying to water my crops.
I yeah. That was something I always hated about Stardew.
You're so yes. Like, I know it's like very much like a product of the genre of farming simulators, with like also with now Story of Seasons, what was once Harvest Moon.
Hmm.
Like, I get it. I very much do. Um it's just I also hated it when I did the same thing in Harvest Moon.
You know,
It's like,
that flashed me back to when I was playing Harvest Moon: A Wonderful Life, and I somebody told me the best way to make money in that game was to farm turnips and then turn the turnips into pickles and then sell the pickles like cost to, and so I was like, aha. Young Cell is like, I will turn every plot of land into turnips, and it was
oh.
took so long to water. It took the entire day, every day, just to water the turnips.
Oh, you were just watering turnips every day. You were the turnip farmer.
Yeah, pretty much. And it was awful. Like the least fun gaming time I've ever had. It's up there on the least fun gaming times I've ever had.
You're so real to me. Oh, that reminds me of I played I played Fields of Mystria. I don't remember which one. Fields of Mystria. No, Harvest Moon. It reminds me of Fields of Mystria in the fact that I there was one character that I wanted to romance at the time. In Harvest Moon. Don't remember which one. In
Hmm.
I didn't know though at the time, because I was a dumb little kid and didn't have the internet, was that there was rival romances. So if you failed to romance the character, someone else would marry them.
Oh.
And I was like, I didn't know that. I was a dumb little kid who could barely speak English, so even then I was struggling. And and then I got my fictional wife stolen from me, and I was so heartbroken, and I stopped playing.
I feel that. So
I was
real.
like, "Ah."
Sylvie gets more and more real as the stream goes on. By the end, they shall be but a toaster. Just photorealistic toaster.
Hyper realistic toaster. This is now a creepypasta. Oh, there's a hyper realistic toaster with blood coming out of it. Uh, Something like that.
Toaster drowned.
Toaster drown.
Uh,
Toaster.exe.
I feel like things have gotten less spooky on the creepypasta front in a lot or in recent.
I think it definitely depends where you like go, because I recently got super into like the Sonic horror aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of them are not very scary. I'll be so for real with you. I look at a lot of them like 2011X, who a lot of people just know as Sonic EXE, and I'm like, oh, he's like 4'3". I could punt him. Um, but like another one called Childhood Has Passed has a very good like as a character, not that scary. It's like, oh, it's an outer being that feeds on your nightmares and manipulates you into like feeding on your nostalgia to like make you a husk of a person, right? But
Right.
the story in of itself on how it does that with at least the protagonist is very well made. It's half animated and half like written down, where it's the main character and you watch as he's like he loses himself and he's losing like uh but he keeps going back to just wanting to play Sonic as a kid cuz he's overworked and exhausted, but because he stops working he can't get his mother his medication, and then his mother dies and he's not aware of it because he's just not a person anymore. And it's very well put together.
Hmm.
And actually did keep me up for a little while, being like, oh my goodness, that was very well animated, but also, you know,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just thinking about how like spooky like Ben Drowned was when I was like younger, and now I'm like I
Hmm.
feel like if a game seems haunted, I think people would probably just go through like the source code and figure out what's going on in like a day.
Real. Oh, you're real. Like, oh, did you know that Ben drowned? Like what happened with it? Because it was like originally like a creepypasta and then turned into an ARG.
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, like, uh, not to. I'm a huge nerd about like Ben drowned entirely on the fact that I am really into ARGs. Um, but when it was first being told, it was through the YouTube videos, right? That was the storytelling way, kind of like an unfiction kind of thing.
Right.
Um, but then the creator had to stop because he was just, he was a working man. It's like, all right, we get it. You don't have time to work on this project. That's okay. Then 2020 happened. Everyone has all the time in the world.
Right.
Uh, so he's like, I'm gonna turn this into an ARG. And he did, and he never finished it. Because he was not a very good game runner, and also tried turning his creepypasta into NFTs. And then
Ooh.
everyone was like, "No, that sucks." And he just kind of abandoned the project since then.
Yeah. Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, like that really sucks. The ARG in of itself was pretty interesting. It had like the players could were given prompts, and the way to respond was by playing different songs straight from Majora's Mask, and that would change like aspects within the game. And like
Ah.
the goal was to save another person who was playing it, because the lore would got really weird and being all like, it's not actually haunted, it's just made to manipulate people into then like committing acts of violence. I don't remember, it got really weird.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. Interesting.
funky little time. I'm telling you, these the like creepypasta and like getting deep into specific ones is a lot of fun. I do think the Sonic horror uh like aspect of it has been a lot more interesting because they're a very like actually really nice community.
Ah, okay. I
Yeah.
I only follow one, and that's like Sonic Schoolhouse EXE, and it's little animated shorts on TikTok where it's. If you know about Sonic Schoolhouse,
I love Sonic Schoolhouse. Big fan.
yeah. So it's like a fun education game. Um, so but it's EXE version. So instead, he only EXEs towards like Eggman, who keeps doing his
Mhm.
shenanigans. Basically. So it's all cute, and then he always snaps back to being like happy, educational, like really quick. So it's just like you're messing my thing up. Go, and it's just anyway. It's just like cute and wholesome version of like Sonic EXE, and I really like it for that reason because I am familiar with EXE.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, actually, the artist Z-Tunes that created Sonic Schoolhouse, um, they actually did a collab with two other EXEs,
Hmm.
which is how I have matching icons currently with my good friend Umbra and my dear wife Duchess. Because Duchess really likes Schoolhouse. My favorite EXE of all time is Rewrite, and my friend Umbra is a big fan of uh Sonk
Sunk.
Sonk.exe, and they Z2s just happened to have done like a cute little collab with the three of them. So it's like, oh, they're so cute. Heck yeah, teach us just the three of us.
That's awesome.
Yeah, oh. It's honestly such a lovely little community. They're very much like uplift each other and like they actually like they've done charity work with their horror. Like they've raised money like by, making like horror content and then raise that money to like specifically protecting children in online spaces. Like not in a like coppa way, in like a hey, no, actually putting proper funding into having spaces just for children.
That's so awesome. Because I really think.
Yeah.
Also, I haven't thought of Kappa in like forever. I remember when that was like an existential crisis to the internet. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, no, I'm a big. I really think that the biggest reason that the internet's not a not a safe place is because they got rid of the kids' spaces, basically.
Oh yeah, we did. We got, there's no more Club Penguin. There's no more just like Barbie.com. Like there's no just spaces where kids can like play silly games and like be properly protected, you know?
Yeah, there's too many adults on Roblox.
Mhm. It's awful. And we need to bring them back. And oddly enough with the because like oh it is Sonic, so it's like oh, obviously kids are going to look at it. So they're like, "Okay, we make horror content. We recognize that children will be into this, so we're gonna try and like push towards actually having like proper like try and fund raise money towards like funding proper spaces and stuff for children."
Yeah, I think people really undervalue how much kids actually like horror.
Oh yeah.
Cause nephew Vion uh is like the biggest fan I have ever seen of like stuff like Five Nights at Freddy's and Bendy and the Ink Machine and stuff like that
Hmm.
I've ever seen. So I'm just like I just you know what I mean? It just makes me go like, oh yeah, I forget Goosebumps were a thing for kids, huh?
Oh yeah. Like people very much forget that kids like actually do enjoy horror. We just have to have like kid appropriate horror, kind of like Courage.
Yeah, although I
Yeah.
I couldn't do Courage the Cowardly Dog as a kid. It gave me nightmares.
No, it's my favorite show. I loved it as a kid. Actually met the VA for Courage recently.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, Marty was such a sweetheart. I I got to tell him a bit like, oh yeah, Courage is my favorite because I was a very anxious little kid, and Courage is a very anxious creature, so it like helped me feel better.
Aw.
Um, I won't lie, I got a little teary eyed because it brought me back to my childhood. Uh, and he looked at me, he's like, hey, do you want a hug? And I'm like, yeah. And Marty
Aw.
gives the best hugs. It was like a nice tight like wanting to comfort someone hug, you know?
Aw.
It was very nice. It was a very good interaction.
Oh, nice.
Big fan. Yeah, horror's for everyone. You just have to find something that like speaks to you or is appropriate for you, you know?
Yeah, we need goosebumps. I'm gonna keep using that as my example of kid horror.
You're right, Goosebumps. I don't think Scooby Doo's really horror. That's like spooky, you know?
That's more like horror themed, like
Yeah.
Halloween. Like a lot of Halloween stuff isn't actually scary. It's just kind of, ooh, it's scary things themed.
Yeah. The real horror in Scooby Doo was usually capitalism.
You know the funny part? I watched a really funny video that was you have to assume there has to be real ghosts in the Scooby Doo universe, because how else would they all have the same idea? Like, like at a certain point, people would just start assuming that all ghosts are just, landowners trying to.
You're so real.
So that means there has to be at least some amount of real ghosts in this world to make them have any sort of believability.
You're so right. Like I didn't think about that. Is because like not all of them are ghosts. Some of them are like, oh, it's the Yeti. It's like what, but whatever. That's not a ghost. So many of them are like a type of ghost.
Exactly. Uh,
Oh,
and then the other funny Scooby Doo thing was the real horror of Scooby Doo was the economy that has landowners trying to do scams like this.
oh, real.
You have to imagine that world's got to have like such bad times if that is the go-to when you already own property.
Oh, it's got to be real bad. Oh my goodness, that economy must be falling apart.
I own an amusement park, but it wasn't making any money, so I pretended to be a ghost to take insurance fraud. Um, you have an amusement park though. Maybe do something with that.
Do something with that. Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I think I like it when Scooby Doo does get slightly like supernatural. Like in the Scooby Doo with Kiss
oh,
movie.
I haven't seen that one.
Oh, it's very good. It's very funny. Big fan of having Kiss as rival ghost hunters.
Also, the band Kiss owes me $60.
What?
So, they were doing a tour, okay, and and it was one of their last tours, and
Mhm,
Mom Vian was like, "Yeah, we need to we need to go see Kiss." She's not a huge fan of Kiss either. We're just all fans of like 80s rock music.
mhm.
So it was just like, okay, yeah, let's go see Kiss. We actually show up to the concert hall. We get in, and then they're like, uh, Gene Simmons is sick. He just got ill. They'll be back again next year, and everyone who has a ticket right now can come back next year. And then they canceled their concert next year, and then they retired.
Oh. They owe you $60.
Yeah, so they specifically owe me $60. Oh, also, you can't refund a ticket that you already have purchased and have it printed out. Like they basically canceled their concert like minutes before the concert. It's such a like I said, in such a way that you could not refund it at all, no matter what. So it's just gone.
Gone in the wind. That's what a also what a sentence to say now though. Oh, the band Kiss, they owe me $60. That's a
Technically, they owe like everyone in my family $60. So they
that's
technically owe us collectively like $300.
oh my god. That's even better. That's 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 something you write on like a like a two truths and one lie, you know?
Yeah. The band Kiss owes me 60. Okay. And in reverse to that, I owe Jack Black a ice cream cone.
Huh? Okay. You how do you oh okay. So Kiss owes you $60, but you owe Jack Black an ice cream.
Yeah.
What happened there? What do you mean you owe Jack Black an ice cream? You can't just say this.
Me and some friends went to a Cold Stone Creamery in a resort town that we went to because it's nearby. It was just kind of a cool place to go. And
Mhm.
apparently they were filming some movie nearby, like just because it's a ski resort, so that kind of stuff just happens sometimes, right?
Yeah.
And Jack
Yeah.
Black was there, and they mistook one of my friends for Jack Black and gave us all of our ice cream for free because of that. Because they were such a big fan of Jack Black, and none of us had the heart to say no, because they
I
were
mean, how are
like
you gonna
breaking
turn down
down,
free?
thinking that they got to meet Jack Black, and they don't even look that much like
Oh.
Jack Black. They look kind of like Jack Black, like,
Oh no.
but they have pictures with
Oh.
my friend and everything, and we all got free ice cream. And now I'm like, if I ever meet Jack Black, I have to offer to buy him an ice cream cone.
That oh, that poor person. I I know that they like went home and like really took a good look at those pictures.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh.
So there's some random lore.
I love it when you tell me some fun lore about you. It's just, you always have like such interesting little stories. Like I definitely have my handful. Like have I told you how Dan Green made my wife cry?
Yes, I love that story. You should tell it again.
I will gladly tell again. I love telling that story. So, picture this: me, my lovely wife, my good friend Umbra. Uh, we are at a con, and at this con they have Dan Green, who we're specifically going because he voices Yugi and Yami Yugi in Yu-Gi-Oh! Which is my wife's like that was her childhood show. That was everything to her. So we go in, we pay for an autograph, and when she actually gets to meet him, he's like, "Hey," he's like, "Oh, do you want like, what quote do you want on here?" And she's like, "Oh, and she was very starstruck, so she couldn't really think of anything." And he's trying to help her out, being like, "Oh, so there's, it's time to duel," and he says one that's much more motivational, and she's like, "Oh, if you say something like positive like that, I'm gonna cry." And I know this man heard this and said, "Ah, bet." So she picked its time to duel, wrote it down, and asked for her name. And is like, "Oh, my name is Duchess." And he shook her hand and was all like, and in Yami's voice said, "Duchess, remember to always believe in yourself." And that healed something in Duchess that really hit her. And like he turned to Umbra and dying. I introduced myself, and I shook hands and I said thank you. And then Umbra and I had to hold on to Duchess and walk her to a nearby like trash can to let her have what we call crumple time so she could cry it out. And it was a beautiful moment. It really did help Duchess, but also it's really funny to say Dan Green made my wife cry. It
Uh,
was a very, very lovely little interaction.
lovely. It's adorable. What? All right. So probably the big subject that was gonna happen at some point.
Mhm.
Legend of Zelda.
Yes.
So you're a big fan.
A little bit. You know, just a little. It's not like it's my entire namesake or anything, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I am a huge fan. I grew up with it. I still play it to this day, despite like, you know, and there's only like two now that I haven't played. But I love all of them. Majora's Mask is very specifically my favorite. If people couldn't tell from my name, HappyMaskPrince, haha, Happy Mask Salesman, haha. Um,
My favorite too.
it hell yeah, handshake, handshake.
Y-
Um, uh, my reason actually for it being my favorite is how it plays. Um, because as you know, English isn't my first language, so when I got it, I could barely read English. So it was a lot of like, you know, whenever I played video games, it's just a lot of like trial and error.
Yeah.
And yeah, and Majora's Mask does kind of play into the idea of trial and error. So it's like it really like it was the first Zelda game that I actually beat. And it was all through like just me try putting like, oh, this image goes here and this goes here, and if I talk to this person at this time this happens. And despite me not knowing the language at the time, I was able to play through it like in an almost dev intended way. And that was a great experience. That like nowadays, yeah, I can read it and process it with my adult brain, but I fell in love with it because of its, of how it's put together.
Hmm, that's awesome. Like I said, that one's my absolute favorite.
Hell yeah, it's a good game. It's very good.
Yeah. Actually, that's not even just my favorite Zelda game. It's my top 6 favorite games, period. Or six. It's on my like 3x3.
Mhm. Oh, hell yeah.
If you know what a 3x3 is.
No, but I can assume it's the three it's a 3 by 3 sheet of squares.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. It is an old thing that got revived for a brief window, and then I made a thing of it while it was a thing. And essentially, you just do your favorites of a category in 3x3.
Oh, that fucks. Hell yeah.
And you just have a solid little image to be like, my favorites.
Ooh,
Uh,
I like that. Mhm.
yeah. And it's basically your top 10, I guess, in no order. Because a lot of people
Yeah.
struggle with orders.
Yeah, I think orders is definitely what can make making like a top 10 like really difficult. Like I was recently trying to make a list of my favorite movies.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know the order in of itself, it has been like the hardest things. I've just been writing down movies that like mean the world to me. Like Kubo and the Two Strings and Everything Everywhere All at Once. I cannot rank them, but I know that they mean everything to me, you know?
Yeah, I love that you listed the 2 movies that I like really, really, really wanted to watch and then eventually forgot about. I'm like, oh, those were movies I was like, I need to see this, and then didn't. Exactly 2 of my short list of movies I just never got around to that I'm like, I'm gonna love this. I need to see it. Didn't.
Oh, they're so good. They're so good. Especially Everything Everywhere All at Once. I watched that movie several times, and I actually got really lucky to watch it when it came back to theaters at one point. It was the best experience of my life. I treasure that memory so much.
Aw, lovely.
Yeah, big.
Like I wouldn't know. I have not seen it.
I'm gonna sit you down. We're gonna watch it. We'll have a movie night.
That actually sounds really fun.
Oh,
But yeah. So you've played all but two. Did you say you played all but two of the Zelda games?
yeah. The only two Zelda games I haven't played are Skyward Sword and Echoes of Wisdom.
Really?
Yeah. Um.
So you've even played like
Skyward.
the mobile ones.
Yeah.
Those are usually the ones
I
everyone skips. So
yeah. I very much did. I love the franchise. It's very near and dear to my heart. But Skyward Sword I didn't play, cause I was in high school and um there was this girl who was like particularly really mean to me, and she treated me like I was too stupid to play Zelda games.
okay.
Yeah, so I was like, well, I know I didn't even want to play Zelda. I said lying. I said like a liar. So I never played it. I do own it now in the Switch. I just haven't like taken the time to play it. I would like to. Uh, and Echoes of Wisdom I just haven't played because uh, you know, I'm an adult with adult money, but limited adult money, so I can't go around buying every new game.
I'll be honest. I feel like I've been buying less games the more my adulthood goes on, and I'm like, why? I want more games.
Real, like that's just how it is. Like I've been buying less games.
What do you mean I have to pay for food now? I want games, not food.
Huh, no bacon, but unlimited games.
Would you like all the bacon but no games, or no bacon but no? Or wait, no games but wait. How did that go?
I think it goes something like unlimited bacon with no games, or no unlimited games but no games. Something like that. Like it's
Yeah.
supposed to be messed up.
Why do they
Oh,
call it the oven when you oven the food, cold food, to out the hot food?
eat the food. I still don't know what that's trying to say. I thought for the longest time it's just because I couldn't read English, and then like all my friends are like, no, it just doesn't make sense.
Oh, it's because oven sounds kind of like you're putting something like it's something in. So it's just broken language by being like because it sounds like the words of and in.
Yeah,
So then it's just like it sounds, so it's just like they just
yeah,
break the English because if you make oven of in, then yeah.
yeah.
Almost did the meme on accident. Unlimited games but no games, or no games but unlimited games.
No games, unlimited games. Oh, for I'm remembering this now. I actually really want to play through. I want to replay through all the Zelda games because I played through a good chunk of them without being able to fully understand English.
Ah,
So I think now, replaying, being like, actually, oh, I should sit down and read what's going on,
right.
And I
Ah,
think that'd be a fun experience.
now my so your other language is Spanish, right?
Yep.
Uh, so do they really not have like Spanish versions of like the Zelda games?
I think it's so as far as I know, the a lot of like the Game Boy games and stuff, I played through emulators, and it was just easier to like get an English ROM.
Ah,
Um,
fair.
but for all the ones that I owned on console, I've lived in the States all my life. So getting a Spanish copy, if those existed, I don't actually know if they exist, is like was near to impossible. So my parents just, the American copy,
Okay, so I have another funny story that's just
hmm
I I almost bought a Spanish arcade copy of Altered Beast, the actual arcade cabinet.
Oh, uh-huh.
I I don't know if you've heard of that game. It's an old Sega arcade game.
I have not.
Um, but it wasn't a professionally done one, so it's just some guy's voice saying all the things.
Oh, insane.
So it's just Altered Beast, and then it's just like the whole like rise from your grave whenever you start the game because you're technically a zombie, a very jacked zombie
Mhm.
going to go punch Greek mythological figures.
Uh-huh.
Anyways, it's the rise from your grave, and it's just some guy in a not bit crushed voice in Spanish saying it in Spanish.
That that fucks. Oh my god.
Yeah, and I went to a swap meet and somebody had that for like $400, and the only reason I didn't buy it, or not 400, it was like two or $300. I don't even remember how much it was, but the only
Mhm.
reason I didn't buy it because I thought it was the coolest thing ever was because I didn't have the ability to take it home in my car,
No. Oh, not the
so I could
Oh,
have had
that's so
Spanish
funny.
Altered Beast.
That would have been amazing. What a novel item.
I
Oh, I love because nowadays games like actually have like language settings and stuff,
yeah,
which is fantastic. But like back in the day,
jingle
um,
jingle jangle.
jingle jingle jingle, back in the day, uh, if you would get like a like in Europe, you'd get your language version, I think, and then or it would just be in English,
Hmm.
and then and oh, it was like region locked. It was back in the day of region locking too.
Oh yeah. I still can't I still hate region locking. I still encounter that to this day. I hate it.
Oh yeah, like I still have a lot of like I have all of my old consoles and I'm like, "Oh, I want to play this game." And then I remember that I have to look out for region locked stuff and be like, "Oh, I can't find this one cuz it's a PAL version. I can't play that." You know?
I have a box of Japanese PS2 games that I can't use on anything.
Oh no, girl.
I, yeah, I used to be a frequenter of yard sales and just buy all the video games I found at yard sales.
And you found like a bunch of Japanese games?
Yeah, yeah, it's like six Japanese PS2 games.
Insane. Now you gotta get a Japanese PS2.
Oh yeah, that's something I should totally probably have, but I probably have no real feel the need to do so. This was
Oh no, you're so real to me. That's nuts though. Oh, region locking is so dumb. And I'm glad games aren't really region locked now.
yeah.
It's just like it's great.
I think it's physical games aren't region locked anymore, but a lot of digital games are still just don't work. Like, have you heard all the controversy about apparently in South Africa, a lot of games just don't work, but you can still buy them?
No, I did not hear about that.
It's apparently a big issue in South Africa right now because they're considered a safe place, but they don't have any servers for any games, so they can't download the updates to make them work. So they're serverless, but they're able to buy the games because all the stores work still.
That's evil.
I
Oh, that's messed up.
and I don't think it's intentional. I think it's just that no one thought about South Africa.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
still that's
that's
so terrible.
yeah. That's something. Oh my god. I That kind of reminds me of like I used to share like a family library with a good friend of mine, and she lives in Germany. And there was, she was looking through my games. It's like, oh hey, I wanted to play this game that you were like streaming to me the other day. I can't find it. Then we looked it up. It was just she could not play it because she's in Germany.
Aw.
So it just doesn't exist on her Steam store.
That's... Yeah.
It's something. It's an interesting little time. So like region lock exists, but in like a weirder way now.
Yeah, no, it never, like, went away. It's just people realized it was mostly dumb.
Yeah, it's
But
pretty dumb. Mhm. Big fan of language settings though. Still like that. Peak.
accessibility is nice.
Yeah, it's crazy how nice it is to be able to be like, oh, I read this language. It's great.
Although I also really love it when they do joke language settings. I still love the fact that Minecraft has pirate as a language.
It does. It does have pirate. I think it also has cat language. So everything's in meows.
Like that always makes me happy when that exists in games. Just stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Joke. More games should do joke languages. Like uh on my hands and knees at video game developers. If you have language settings, put a joke language in there. Just a silly little time. Make your own language. Let me learn it.
Actually, I was just thinking, Helian is a real language that they've kind of put together. It's mostly just Japanese in a different letter scheme, like with a
Yeah.
cipher, basically. But I'm like, they
Yeah.
should just make that. They should just make a Zelda game where you could play it all in Helian instead of in whatever language. Just you don't know what's going on. Just learn the language, learn the fictional language.
That would go crazy. I would play the hell out of that. Besides it being like another Zelda game, I would do it. I'd play it. It would be like playing a Zelda game when I was, a little kid again. It's fine. I've done it once before. I'll do it again.
Actually, yeah, that's kind of how Tunic works. Have you ever played Tunic?
I've not played Tunic.
Have you heard of Tunic?
I have heard of Tunic. I have a couple friends who played and they're like, "Oh, it's so good." And I'm like, "Wow, that's awesome." And I never played it.
Yeah, it plays a lot like a Zelda game. And you're a little fox with a sword, and you do adventures. And all you have to know how to play the game is a instruction manual that you get in game that is entirely in a new language, like a made up language.
Mhm.
So you just have to figure it out with the diagrams and context clues.
I love Cthulhu just that exists happy. It's named Tunic. So now I really need to play Tunic.
Ah, 100%. I really liked it when I played it.
I gotta add it to my list of games I should probably play then.
Um,
Mhm.
okay. Like, I just had a moment. I'm like, I should say something. Say something. And then I'm like, and then like the thing I was gonna say was just gone when I went to grab it. Um
It's okay, but if only we could see like the dongle, like the loading screen above your head. It's just like you're thinking, it's there.
oh, I really wanted that to like that was an emotion for the model that I thought about getting, where it's just
Mhm.
the like the loading icon in my eyes,
Mhm.
because I have an emote that has that.
Oh, that bugs.
but but yeah, I thought about getting that, and then that I think that was one of the ones that ended up not happening. Too much work,
Mm,
too expansive.
maybe one day in the future.
Yeah, maybe like the next model can have that
Yeah,
if there is
that'll be it.
one.
You can just update this model. It's a good model. I really like it.
Yeah. Also, models are expensive.
They are very expensive. I've been a PNG tuber since well, I don't want to say day one because day one I wasn't a PNG tuber. I just had the game on the screen because it was like I don't want to have any. I didn't know what PNG tubers were at the time, so I was just like, oh, I'm going to be just a cameraless streamer. And then I learned about little guys.
Before you pinged.
Yeah, before I pinged, I was convinced I was just going to be a cameraless streamer.
So, what made you want to start streaming?
Oh, it was a besides it being, the lockdown and not really having much to do.
Of
A huge part of
course.
it was just the fact that I had just gotten rejected by Blizzard. Um yeah,
Oh,
mhm,
I just remembered
yeah.
we talked about that. We both applied to work at Blizzard the same year.
Yeah, I wanted to work at Blizzard to work in visual development, and they had told me that my portfolio was just not, what I needed. Um And I was like, okay, I will work on it. And I figured the best way for me to do so was to try and apply more of my graphic design stuff. And so I got into streaming. I was like, okay, I'll just learn how to make all of my own assets. So one day I made an overlay. It was kind of, it was very simple. And I put together my account and tried kind of figured out OBS, grabbed my shitty little headset microphone, booted up Monster Hunter World, and started streaming and told like two of my friends. Um and I still have the one stranger, the one viewer, he's still like watching me to this day, which I think is fantastic.
Oh, that's so
Um
cool.
yeah, and ever since then, I'm just, I got a little better. I learned about, VTubers. So originally I was actually using my persona. So I was like, oh, this is just a guy I already have. I don't need to make a new one. And I was like, I should make, and a little bit more time passed, and I was like, I should, use and revamp an old OC of mine, and I commissioned an artist friend of mine from college to design Happy. He's changed since then, but uh I, I've stuck with it and ran with it. I've made 100% of all my own assets. It's, I haven't reapplied the Blizzard since then, so I don't know. But it all started with being rejected by Blizzard and needing something to do to to vamp my portfolio.
That's awesome. I sorry for chuckling when you said they've changed since then because I had the snap comment of they're less clothed for one.
That you're right. I used to wear like 3 or 4 different layers. It was very very modest outfit, and then I was like, no more pants, robe now. Anyway, my chest is out. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I
Yeah,
loosened up.
we've embraced it. All right.
And it makes sense. When I first
uh,
started, I wanted to be a family friendly streamer. I didn't even swear my first couple of streams.
I I feel that I avoided streaming swearing on stream for a long time because I had one friend who came by a couple times and they were like super don't swear wholesome type,
Mhm.
and then I'm like they could be by at any time. I can't swear anymore. And I just stopped swearing for like a year afterwards, and they didn't even stop by that often. So it's just like at any point in time I could disappoint my say so friend, my super wholesome friend. I can't swear anymore.
Oh, you're so real to me. I eventually started swearing because as like I it doesn't matter, you know. Like I at the time I was like, oh, I don't want to make a career of this. It doesn't matter if I swear or not. Ah, it's whatever. Um. Anyway, I'm here now.
Uh, well, fair. Surreal. Uh, so, actually, follow a similar sort of question. Do you have,
Mhm.
since you brought up Oshis, do you have a VTuber Oshi?
So I'll be very honest. I don't have a VTuber Oshi. Well, does he count? He kind of counts. So at least, so I did have a streamer. Do have a streamer that I like very much enjoy, and he technically became a VTuber later on, but that was like deeper into me also streaming. Um,
Okay.
big fan. I'm a big fan of Scott Falco, as a streamer.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. He used to like just be cameraless and it was great. And now he's got his little guy who shout out him also getting a million billion redesigns. And I'm like, oh, you're so real to me, dude.
that's awesome. In a similar
Yeah.
sort of vein, do you know remember what VTuber got you into VTubers?
No, I actually don't. I genuinely don't remember. I noted at the time like I was scrolling through YouTube and kept seeing a bunch of people talking about VTubers because like the with the pandemic happening, there was definitely a lot of people who were then learning about VTubers and then be like, I want to make one too, and everyone making like videos about it, being all like, "There's a big VTuber boom," and I'm like, "What's that?" So no particular VTuber actually introduced me to it, but it was a good time.
Totally valid. Um, but yeah, I try to ask people those kind of questions because they often get forgot by the viewers don't often ask those. Like,
Yeah, it's a. Mhm.
just like, why are you here?
Oh, well, I'm here because my good friend Sel was like, "Hey, do you want to be on my talk show?" And the first time I said, "Give me a sec." And then and I was like, "Wait, give me a hot second." And then I disappeared off the face of the earth for like a year. And now I'm back. And it was and the second time you asked, I said, "Give me a sec. I need more time. I've been streaming for 3 days." I
Yeah,
streamed 3
but that
times.
time I was like, okay, I'll just ask again in like a couple of weeks. And then
And
you're
you
like,
did.
yes.
Yeah, I had like 2 more streams under my belt, so I was like, I can do it now. I can do it. It's reasonable now."
um, so would you say you would be ready to move on to questions from viewers?
I'm ready. I'm ready. Throw them at me.
Awesome. Wonderful. Uh, you know what? First question. And this technically wasn't asked, but this is a question that we have had a chain up until now of the last like 8 people getting
Oh.
asked. So I'm just going to do it anyway to start while I open the questions. Pizza. Oh wait, there it is. It just updated, and there's the question. Okay, yeah. So pineapple on pizza, and There's some follow ups to this. Yes,
Okay, so I
no.
yes, I believe pineapple belongs on pizza and I enjoy it.
Now follow up to this.
Mm.
Are you familiar with the other fruits that people put on pizza?
Besides olives, I know that people put cherries on pizza.
That's a new one. Cherries. Got to put that on the list. I
Yeah,
did not really
I
count olives.
Yeah, olives are a fruit, so um yeah, so not to get, this is a good memory for me. It's a very funny memory for me, but does get a little sad. The day my dad passed and we had the wake and everything. We're like no one wanted to make food, so my older brother ordered some pizzas. Um and my mom's favorite is Hawaiian style pizza. Um but
Hmm.
I guess where we were, the way they make Hawaiian style is with pineapple, canned cherries, and ham. And so when we got it, we were like, "Oh, there's cherries on this." And I was so out of it. I was like, "Fuck it, I'll try it." I did. Let me tell you, cherries don't go on pizza very well.
You know what? I'll be honest. They're on my list of like. I don't think that like. We're gonna ask you a bunch of more fruits specifically, but cherries are not on the list of like. I don't think I could see them as that doing very well.
Oh, they were not even in my what me and my friends called the infinite sadness. Did I like it? It brought me out of it. Actually, I was like, "Oh, this sucks." I was like, "This pizza's bad," and so we would pick off the cherries, but there was like how canned cherries are like bright red.
Yeah.
They stained the cheese bright red and had like little bits of like cherry juice still kind of on it, so there was still
Uh-huh.
some cherry on there.
The that's great. All right.
Oh.
First alternative fruit pizza. Ready? And actually, I've
Hmm.
added a new one since the last episode because I found out about another new one, and now we have to start asking people about cherries. Um,
Heck yeah.
so we'll start with the new one. I found certain places on the West Coast, including some places in I think Tijuana. So it's like California and Tijuana
Mhm.
apparently put avocado on pizza. What are your thoughts?
I could see it. Like avocado is, can be savory, put some salt and pepper on it. Yeah, I can see it.
But it's
Not
baked onto a pizza.
not I don't think for me personally. I don't think I would do it. I think there's some people who'd be really into it though. You know.
Because I can see it as like a pizza topping, like you add it to a pizza like right before you eat it. But like baking like diced avocado on into a pizza sounds horrible to me.
See, I agree, but I think because I hate like hot guac in like a molcajete.
Hmm.
So I already dislike hot avocado. Um, but I know that there's like tons of dishes that prepare it hot. So I'm like, I can see how people like it. Not for me, but like, I
Okay.
get it. I've seen the culture.
Okay. Okay. Next up, we have in Poland, they put strawberries on pizza.
You got me fucked up if I'm eating that. That's awful. What? That's a no for
Yeah.
me, dog.
They put sour strawberries and I believe it's arugula with balsamic vinaigrette on pizza.
Oh, arugula is so good, but with strawberries?
It's almost basically a salad
Yeah,
on a
it's a
pizza.
salad. Yeah. Like if you wanted a salad, you can have one. You don't have to put it on the pizza. What'd the pizza do to you?
I thought that one sounded good. Honestly, I'm like I could see the vision. I could see what you're trying
Oh,
to do.
you know what? I'm happy for you. I'm glad that I mean I'm happy all the time, but um I'm
Yeah.
I'm glad it sounds like good for you. If you try it, hit me up, tell me if it's any good. I'm more than willing to try anything. So,
Well, now we'll put that to the test with the next one. Ready?
uh-huh.
In Sweden, they put banana on a pizza.
I've heard of this.
Oh, so you've heard of this?
I have. Um I heard of this through through oh, the memories, they're coming back now.
You've heard of
Um,
this?
I have heard of this through specifically having a weird obsession with what's the name of the show where Doug Funny is from? It was like
Oh, Doug.
Doug. Yeah, Doug. I watched Doug and they had an episode where they put banana pudding on a pizza and I was like, that can't be real because I was in college and in animation school you will look at shows, And I saw that and was like, that can't be real. And they're like, it's right. People don't put banana pudding, but they do put banana. And I'm like, that sounds like would be a textural nightmare. I'll be so for real with you. The flavor of like a baked banana, I'm like, okay, that might be good. But the texture is what gets me actually. Like a like the feeling of the kind of like I guess gritty is not the way I would describe a banana, but the way a banana feels in the mouth is not a good combination with how pizza feels in the mouth, you know?
Uh, our viewer Mac actually, when we brought this up originally, and why part of why this question is continuous, they
Mhm.
actually went and tried it because they live in the region,
Oh.
and they say you're not imagining the proper type of banana. It needs to be ripe and sliced super thin so it melts into the pizza. Because I am not a coward.
You're very brave. So like okay, yeah, definitely ripe is how I was imagining it because, a ripe banana. I didn't imagine it being sliced super thin though. All right. I think that would defeat the textural nightmare. I think I'm willing to try it. Yeah, because I like, sweet on cheese would actually be pretty good. It is good. Yeah. Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try that.
I also heard like one of the most popular versions of that is with curry as the instead of tomato sauce too. So
Oh, that might go crazy actually.
yeah, yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. Curry pizza is already a very underrated thing, I think. Where we use curry as the sauce.
I gotta try that. I haven't had curry pizza.
It is there's only like two places I've seen who have it and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm sure it's good because I've had curry with cheese.
I I gotta try this. I'm writing this down. Curry pizza. But
Yeah.
yes to the banana. I think I would try it.
Banana, yes. Strawberry, no. Avocado, no. Got it.
Yeah.
And apparently cherry, no, which is our new one now.
Yeah, cherry's a no.
Thanks, Happy.
But I tried it. I tried it. It's not that like I heard it and like no. I tried the cherry. It was terrible.
Next question. For whom doth the bell toll?
I told for thee. It's like how originally in my lore, uh, not to get into like character lore real quick, but
Oh,
like
do.
the Happy, yeah, Happy was originally a ghost in a forest.
Mhm.
Um, and then that changed to like being trapped in like a pocket dimension, and not exactly a ghost, but more like a body being puppeteered with, you know, with a ton of magic. And now my lore is very much up in the air. The idea of like, oh, does have to die in his story, for it to make sense. Like, I want it to be a story of like living haha, with a mask on, living
Mhm.
falsely to oneself, and then dying and being like, I hate everyone. I hate everyone. Everyone is awful. Why did I have to die alone like this? And then,
The birth of
being brought
sad.
back for yeah, the birth of Sad, who is a character I do have. Um, but after that, being brought back through something is like, oh, he never actually hating everyone. It was just a terrible moment, and that he's not actually a bad person. He has a lot of love in his heart. It's just sometimes bad things happen. You know,
Yeah.
it's it's a learning of oneself. So the bells, they toll for me every single time. I don't let Happy rest. I'm like, it's like, oh, we're redoing the story. Oh, what are we doing this time? Okay, so you die. It's like, again.
Uh, so next question.
Mhm.
Also, just side note, real quick. The "Whom does the bell toll?" I know that that's like a famous quote, but I I used to have a T-shirt that says "For whom does the Taco Bell toll?"
That's a kick-ass shirt. Hell yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like I always just flash back to the shirt, and it's just the Taco Bell logo. Just "For whom does the Taco Bell toll?"
Oh, that's that. They gotta turn that into a slogan or something. I need that.
I
I also need that shirt.
just like have like Igor from like the like Frankenstein as like the Taco Bell cashier guy. Just
Yeah.
does it toll for thee?
That's a toll for thee.
'Tis taco time. The Taco Bell it tolls.
With the little Taco Bell visor.
Away.
I must away.
But yeah, next question. Can we get into character lore?
Oh, absolutely. Um, absolutely. I guess we'll go more into depth than what I'm doing right now. So I
That
am
got added the
sticking.
second you said not to get into character lore. Just wanted to throw that out
It's
real quick.
oh, we love that. That's beautiful. Um, so what I'm doing right now, so the starting of Happy's story is that Happy lived, his title is the Happy Mask Prince. His mother, Elora, who's the queen, and her title is the Red Mask of Death. And
Hmm.
and his father, Luvan, who doesn't have a title, and his title is of the Prince Consort, because I'm very much in the like, no, he wouldn't be king. He's the Prince Consort. He's from somewhere else. He doesn't get to have more power than the queen. That's how this works. You guys know that, right?
Right, makes
Type
sense.
shit. Yeah. Um, from his father's side, he learns a lot more about like communicating with people, uh getting to know them as people, getting to basically like reading micro expressions and like really being in tune with how people are feeling. um from his mother, he learns the more like he learns aspects of like being a warrior and being able to defend himself, and learning how to pick up as many like weapons as possible. So like hand Happy a weapon, and he should be able to use it like pretty well in like a couple of minutes,
Hmm.
and also where he where he learned how to carve masks, because he and his family will host masquerades, and the invitations are the masks themselves. They are sent out to people, and they are meant to reflect something within that person, to uh because the queen very much believes in individuality and expressing that, and also being aware of one's faults. uh And at one of these masquerades is when Happy is at his lowest. He's overwhelmed. He knows about like basically is way too attuned and aware of what everyone is feeling, and it's just like, okay, I need to step out. And his only friend at this time is a spirit in a forest, because she is unreadable as a person. She's like this ethereal creature who's like doesn't really understand human emotions. So Happy gets a break of like reading a person. It's like, oh, I don't actually know what you're feeling. I we need to be friends. Um, but because she doesn't understand human emotions, he's like, oh, the solution to fixing your problems is to take you away from here. So she so in once he's like taking a break in the forest, she takes his heart and and basically leaves him to die. And at this moment he's angry. He's basically like cursing his family, cursing his people, and his only friend. And this forest spirit doesn't fully understand why he's so angry, takes away all of his memories, infuses his heart with all as much of her mana as possible, puts it and just kind of keeps it within herself so that his body is still like kind of alive, and lets him wander around her forest, which now is more like a pocket dimension that allows her to lure in usually creatures with lower cognition so that she can feed off of their mana. But sometimes people of higher cognition, or like of any sapience, we learn when they're mentally unwell, just like not in a great space. Um, but Happy and his just innate nature of wanting to help people lures these people out and to make sure that they don't get consumed. It's just something that comes natural to him, not something that he learned because he doesn't know anything at this time.
Okay.
After that, this is where it gets kind of vague because it's changed a couple times. I know that I wanted to lead up to Happy actually remembering everything, having all his memories returned to him, but because his final moments of his memories were in anger, he takes out that anger on the spirit and actually like defeats her and then kills her. And that leaves this like huge pocket of like power and energy, and like also, Happy needing to deal with grief of like, I have no place to go now and I have killed my only friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, right now, I'm kind of working with a good friend of mine, Hylia, to be kind of integrated into her lore. Um, to have Happy become become a god of chaos on her council. We haven't had a whole ton of time to work on it, mostly due to life shenanigans on my end. But dang, the goddess Hylia, yeah, the goddess Hylia, my good friend. Uh, she I would ideally be I would be a god of chaos, and their interactions would be like, hey, you have left a huge like power vacuum right here. You need to fix this. Um, and she, I can't reveal a whole ton of her lore, but she basically kind of sees herself within Happy and his story and is like, I will give you a space within my realm of Elysium, and I will let you take your place here and take your time to fix what you have done wrong. Uh, and I particularly, this is very much up in the air, and I'm working on it because a huge part that I want for Happy's mother, Laura, is that she killed the patron god for their kingdom, and has like a hatred for the divine. So I want there to be a sort of internal struggle from Happy of like, oh, an understanding kind of and like learned hatred for the divine with like some reason, and then becoming the divine,
That kind of gives me Kratos vibes.
Yeah, a big fan of God of War. You won't believe it.
'Cause that's like that last part was just very much like that's what happened to Kratos, really.
Yeah.
Man hates gods a lot. Ends up being one a lot.
Yeah. It's a great little time. That's as much as I have currently for my lore. It is all very much a work in progress, and it's changed over time. And is the later parts are definitely going to be changing soon enough. I will hopefully be working on it more actively now that I'm in a better space, like mentally and physically. So, yippee!
Yippee! That's awesome. Um, Next question. So, how many teeth are in your collection?
Oh, currently? Let me see.
Also, you have a collection of teeth?
Yes, I have a collection of human teeth. All sourced ethically. I do want to say that because tragically so, being able to collect human bones and teeth, it's very difficult to source them ethically, and so I want to point out they're all ethically sourced. Uh, yeah, I have Petrus's wisdom teeth. I have 3 from him. I have 3 of my own human teeth, so that's 6. I have 1 from my father and 1 from my good buddy Sean. So
I
that's 8
see.
teeth total. That's 8 teeth total.
Interesting.
Yeah, I I collect human teeth. I I am a big fan of like gore art and gore in and of itself. I have a very famous quote among my friends of "I think intestines are cute," which is true. Um, I have a fun fact about intestines if I could share it real quick.
Sure.
So, whenever you're getting surgery within like your gut area, they gotta take out your intestines, right? So they put them on hooks so they don't move around too much. Um, and they can just do what they need to. But once they're putting everything back, they just kind of let your intestines naturally go back into your body because that's just where they want to be. So you have, it's kind of like having a big friendly worm in your body. They're constantly moving.
Actually, I did hear about that one. I not the hook part, but we're on a short list of animals that our internal organs don't have to be put in specific spots. You can kind of just stuff them back in there and shut it.
It's true. You can just kind of put it back in there and, your body will figure it out.
Yeah, minus like knots or something. You're pretty much fine.
Yeah, it's great.
And apparently, that's not the case with other animals on our planet, even. So
Oh, we're weird.
we're weird in a lot of ways. I
Yeah,
think
we like microdose poison.
one of the things that I think is crazy is that the animals that invented radiation, basically, are one of the animals best suited to getting radiation out of their bodies. We're really good at that for some reason.
Real good.
There's no reason for us to be good at that. Most other animals are not good at that. But of course, we invent nuclear radiation stuff.
We invent it and like are low key good at it. it's it's fascinating.
Hanging upside down. If a horse lays down even once, their guts get twisted. Yeah, exactly. Horses are a great example of
Mhm.
they. You cannot just stuff their guts back in and assume they'll be fine.
Yeah. It's that's why like why animal surgeons like that's why in a zombie apocalypse don't go to the hospital, go to your local veterinary area, get a vet in your party cuz they often have to um like improvise for a lot of their stuff because they just don't make stuff for a lot of animals. So this is great to have for zombie apocalypse. They'll know how to improvise for stuff.
Yeah, yeah. I was also told that's a better place to go in an emergency if you're ever on an alien planet is to find their equivalent of a vet.
Absolutely. That makes a lot of sense actually.
But yeah, because they'll be more used to working on something that isn't what they are.
Yeah,
So,
it's perfect.
good travel advice if you're going off world.
Off planet, make sure to keep in mind a list of the local veterinary on that planet.
Next question. What is the most interesting encounter you've had while live?
Ooh, I have two. Um, so do you do you know the artist Kiana Mai? Um, she's the one who is making a Pretty Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl.
I'm aware of the show, but not the creator.
Okay, so she one she is making an currently making a thing called Pretty Pretty Please I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. But a couple years ago, she was making a lot of artwork and perpetuating a ship between Jesse and Ash's mom, Dahlia.
Oh, that!
Yeah.
Didn't know that was the same
She
person.
I Yeah, that's the same person. And I loved her work. I loved it. And one day I decided to go live and I'm like, I really want to talk about this. So I'm gonna put it in my title is like, hey, I really want to talk about this ship. And then I see in my chat Yana Mai. And now I don't recognize her at first because I know her under a different name. Um, and I was like, oh yeah, this is great artist. You know, she does this and like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh, that's you. And I get immediately like real nervous and starstruck and be like, "Oh, that's you. Oh, I love your work by the way. Great job on that." Um, oh boy. And oh, love my mods. But one of them pointed out that I had 300 people viewing me because turns out Kiana had seen my stream and linked it on her made a post about it on her Tumblr.
Oh, that's so amazing.
Yeah, it was an incredible and absolutely terrifying experience. And that is so like 300 plus people's the my highest view count ever, and it terrifies me. I'd piss myself. Yeah, no, I did. I was horrified when I was told, and I had to remind my mods after stream, be like, "Hey, never tell me the view count. I keep it away from my view for a reason." Oh, I luckily I did great playing Twilight Princess that day. I was in the water temple, but oh, that she even Kiana Mai did follow me. I don't know if she's still following me now, but she did follow me that day, and I appreciate that experience. I do have a shorter story. That's also really interesting. I personally think so.
Okay.
Um, so like 2024 I was playing in Stars and Time, and I was just, a very good game, very fun game. Was having a good time.
I think I watched most of your streams of that one.
Yeah, it's good. I never finished it on stream. Maybe I'll do that one day. But on topic of the story, I put in my title that I want, like, oh, I've been listening to a lot of musicals at the time. And I wanted to talk about it. You Crazy how me putting something I really want to talk about in my title brings people to my chat. Uh, and I get rated. And I'm like, oh, I don't know this person. I'm just like, oh, thank you for rating that, and we talked a bit about musicals. Turns out her favorite musical is the same as mine, which is uh not Rocky Horror, fucking Little Shop of Horrors. Love Little Shop of Horrors. Big fan. Um
I'm a big fan of
and
both of those.
yeah, I've never seen Rocky Horror. Hopefully I will at some point. Um I know. I know that's most people's reaction. But I love Little Shop of Horrors. So, but I decide, after stream and beyond to look into them because I followed them and I was like, oh, I should, see into what they do and stuff. Anyway, turns out this VTuber, uh, I forget her name, but she is Gangel's voice actress,
Oh,
Marissa Lenti. Let me get. Oh, what's your name? It's somewhere out there. She's really cute though. She's got like this reindeer theme. I love it. But that hit me real bad and be like, oh, that's why that raid was a little bigger than normal. Also, oh, I love this character and a voice actress with like kind of like some prestige, with like some like being big names, like actually raided into me and just talked about musicals with me. That was great. Oh boy. And I was really glad I didn't realize it until after stream. Because if I had known at that time, I think I would have lost it.
That's amazing. I love that. So cool.
A lot of my friends say that I have like insanely good luck, that like um I don't grow very much as a streamer, which is not bad. I'm fine where I am right now. Um but that I will have some like people in high places come by and be like, "Oh, a little guy," because it's happened to me twice now.
That is well, growing is hard. So
Growing
I
is
feel like you should be proud that apparently you've got like some magnetism.
Yeah, apparently so. It's like it's pretty good. I'm just glad that I'm charismatic enough to like, people look and be like, "Oh, that's a funny little guy," and like, I don't know. I like talking about things.
Yeah, yeah. I I did have a quick question to to throw back to the teeth question.
Oh,
I this isn't asked by a viewer. This is just my own thought. How do you feel about the fact that they found the chemical that makes you grow teeth so that we can regenerate shark like teeth like a shark now?
I'm fascinated by it. Uh, I want to know how it works and if we can control it to not just be wisdom teeth, not just on the fact that like, oh, you know, we should be able to grow our teeth in general because teeth are such an important part of our body, and it's like it's not that it's hard to take care of, but like, mental health, it's very hard to like it's sometimes, things go wrong, but our teeth, our mouth health is tied to a lot of our body. Um, so we have to rip them out a lot of the time, and that just makes enjoying food harder. So if we can regrow teeth, that's great. But also, yippee for me, because if we can do that, then maybe I can collect things other than wisdom teeth.
Yeah, you could have a full mouth up there.
Yeah, it'll be great. And then I can just be like, hey, hello, my dear friend. I heard you lost a molar. I'll take that. While you grow a new one. I'll take the busted one, and add it to my little collection over here. I'll put in the chest with your name on it.
And I think it's super cool that that's apparently a thing we can do. But also, I'm so confused because every time I try to get an answer on this, I can never find it. Does it make you regrow like all of your teeth, or can you do just like one tooth?
Oh, I'm hoping it's only one or two teeth at a time, because oh boy, that's gotta take so much like energy and
Just all your
like
teeth fall out and get replaced, like when you were a kid again?
oh that's gotta also do like grow them in your skull like when you were a kid, or is it like outside?
I would assume so. I would assume it would grow inside your skull the same way.
Hmm.
Because
I'm
it's
gonna just
injecting you with the hormone that made you grow the teeth, the adult teeth in the first place.
Mm.
But apparently they're doing trials of it in Japan right now on humans.
Well, I hope the best for them, and I hope that it happens sooner in my lifetime so I can collect more teeth ethically, like a nice young man.
All right. Actual nest question. If you were a bird, what material would you choose?
For my nest, or just like
That was
just
improv because I messed up and said nest instead of next. But yeah, go for it. If you were a bird, what material would you choose for your nest if you could?
Oh, ooh, so I would probably pick like dog fur.
Ah, that
Yeah,
uh,
yeah.
dogs are soft. Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, because you just sometimes you just gotta pick the undercoat out, and lots of people, in my area, they're like, "Oh, what if we owned huskies?" So they brush them to get the undercoat out because they got a whole ton of it. So I'm like, "Oh, this is actually really soft. If I was a little birdie, I would make my nest out of it." And they do. They do that.
Did you know they make clothes out of husky fur?
I did
Like
not know
shed
that.
husky fur?
That's nuts. Like,
Them
I
and Samoyed, they shed a specific different type of fur because
Mhm.
you need the multiple layers of coats for you to make it, or for them to make it, and people turn that into clothing.
You know, good for them. I don't I'm willing to touch it. That's like
It's like
as long
wool.
as they're just yeah, it's like wool. It's fine.
Uh, these days use plastic and yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
But I used to have a husky, and at one point we went to a dog like groomer place to get them cleaned up, and they did a thing with like an air blower, and they just blew all the hair out. It was like the coolest thing ever. And also, it's terrifying that like in size there was like another two dogs on my dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. I love whenever they take huskies and if I go down to my local groomer to like get my little weenie dog, I just need her to get her bath or her nails trimmed or something. If they have a husky, there's just fluff everywhere. I've got like the tech coming in and be like, "Oh, hi." And they're just covered in fluff cuz they got the blow dryer going.
Uh, but actual next question.
Mhm.
uh, if you couldn't use the aesthetic you currently have now, what sort of look and theme would you go for your avatar?
Ooh, like an oh, I okay. Not to so I'm not stepping in your place, but I am a big fan of robots. I
Yo,
love Astro Boy, I love Metal Sonic. I would go with something like that. Like I probably also an android closer to Astro Boy or Metal Sonic.
I love
That's
that.
it. Yeah, just ooh, I love it so much. I think it'd be so cool.
All right, so we need to get you a Robo Happy OC going then to hang
You
out with
won't
me.
believe it. I've been working on one.
Let's go. Funny enough, I actually have been kind of working on a like a medieval fantasy or OC, like version of Cell 2 to sort of
Ooh.
match a lot of my friends the opposite direction. So I think that that's really funny.
Oh, I need to finish the design and then be like, we gonna art together.
That would be great. I would
Be
be very happy to see
amazing
it.
art. But I'm happy.
I'd be glad to see it. Funny enough, I have a friend named Glad also, so I
Oh boy.
I don't have another word. So I feel like I say that phrase, like, I'd be so happy I'd be happy to blah blah blah, or I'd be glad, I don't have an
Yeah.
alternative. So if I had both of you in the same room, I would just be lost. Like, oh no. It would
I'm you could say I'm thrilled.
Thrilled's another one. I went to try to go with joyous, and then
Mhm.
I'd sound like Starfire from Teen Titans. Most joyous occasion.
Most joyous occasion.
Hot
Oh,
take, but I liked
that's
her more than Raven when I was a kid.
you're so real to me. Same, same.
I did like Raven, but I like Starfire more. I thought she was way cuter.
Yeah, I like Starfire more. Actually, I my order of like interest of some of the girls in the show was Starfire, Blackfire, then Raven. But Blackfire was like never in there, so like Raven was like automatically the one, that people talked about more with. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah. You get it, you get it.
I get ya. I get ya. Uh, next question.
Mhm.
Sorry, this question was a little bit longer and I had to read it. I couldn't just like glance at it and read it. I was just like, wait. This has multiple sentences. Hold on now.
Oh, no worries. Take your time.
Question for a friend. Totally not dealing with it right now or anything. How do you get rid of cult members that have summoned a demonic entity from another dimension? Also, this is not that demon.
Okay, so you want to get rid specifically of cult members? Okay, so what you got to do is you got to lure them in with some good snacks. See, I'm the kind of person I usually use cheese because cheese is a very good way to sneak in like Benadryl or sleep medication. Because a lot of people, it's a very strong, especially if you get a cheese with a strong flavor to it, right? And then it'll make them eepy tired, and then you can just easily, either chop them up if you need it, or just abandon them in the woods. And they're eepy, they're sleeping, so they can't really do anything. And that's how you can control the amount of members.
I see, I see. So the Hat Man method. Got it.
Yeah, Hatman method.
Are you familiar with the Hat Man?
I am familiar with the Hatman.
This is a dumb side question. So they make ibuprofen for horses. Do you think they see a horse with a hat, or do you think they still see the Hat Man?
I think they see they see a horse with a hat. They have their own hat man. They
You know.
also owe him money, but like in like carrots or something.
You took my grass. Give it back.
My grass, my hay. Return the slime or face my curse. Type shit.
100%. Next question.
All right, all right.
Any relation to the salesman?
Originally in my lore there was, and then I was like, that's a bad idea. I shouldn't do that. So spiritually at one point, yes.
You know what? Fair.
Yeah. I thought I thought it'd be cool because I thought it'd be cool like, oh yeah, it'll be fine. It's just like a distant relative, like many years in the future, like another, because Zelda characters reincarnate, so it's like, yeah, it's just that. But I went against that when I wanted to expand my, do something more original, at least to myself. It still kind of like lives in my heart though, if I ever wanted to like be like, anyway, but what if it was actually Zelda? Um, though I've been
Yeah.
leaning more into like a Ganondorf aesthetic recently.
You know what? I see it 100%.
Yeah, I've been very inspired by the Gerudo, so it's like, and then only one every supposedly every 100 years, so it's like, oh shoot, that's me, haha.
Also, side note on the Happy Mask Salesman, I
Mhm.
actually at one point almost tried to cosplay the Happy Mask Salesman at one point.
Oh, that would fuck.
I bought a leather backpack for it, and I still have that leather backpack, and that's the only part of the cosplay I ever got.
Oh, you're so real to me.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I got like a really big leather backpack, and it hasn't been used for anything other than carrying my D&D stuff to D&D games.
Well, at least it's useful.
Yeah. I could have bought like a purple tunic and be like, where am I going to wear this to?
To your D&D games.
Can you imagine showing up to every D&D game in a tunic, though?
Yeah.
Just like, hello, friends. Greetings.
Greetings.
Uh, next question.
Uh-huh.
If you were a can of soda, what flavor would you be?
Ooh, I'm I'm a strawberry pomegranate kind of gal.
Interesting.
Yeah, very
Interesting.
like tart and sweet flavor.
I feel like I'm pigeonholed into Baja Blast.
Ah, I am having a Baja Blast with you. Uh-huh.
But, ooh,
Be
okay,
here all week.
love
Uh-huh.
it. I actually don't like pomegranate.
Oh, that's so fair, honestly. I'm a big fan of pomegranate. But I'm just a fan of like how the tart flavor in it. It's a very specific kind of sour that I enjoy.
Yeah. I don't remember when the funniest part is that I also don't remember the last time I had pomegranate. But
That's also very fair.
I knew the last time I had it I didn't like it. And that's all I remember about pomegranates is like I didn't like those.
It's so fair. And they're like, I won't lie, like I love them. They are tough to eat though, because you gotta like cut it a certain way and then take out the actual like jewels of the fruit and it's labor intensive.
Yeah.
Where I can just yeah, I can just pick up an orange, peel it, and pop it in my mouth. Or bite into an apple. It's like,
Do they
pomegranate takes effort.
do they fail the pistachio ratio?
What is the pistachio ratio?
Oh, the pistachio ratio is the ratio between effort to enjoyment of a food item before you don't bother with it.
See, for me, pomegranate doesn't, but it's because I've become an expert at popping open pomegranates. So I had to
Ah,
learn the skills.
but yeah, they call it the pomegranate ratio because it was apparently by polls, pistachios were the perfect middle point of good versus effort required to eat them.
Yeah, I could see it. Like because if you get whole pistachios, you gotta crack them open. Sometimes like, I don't want. Do you actually want to put effort into your food? At least with pistachios, I do.
Exactly. But I don't think I'd do the same with like a walnut. I feel like a walnut, I'd be like, did I want walnuts? Or, I wouldn't just buy them to snack on necessarily. A little too much effort.
They're fun. I think, walnuts are easier to eat when you're like younger because then you're like, "Oh, I love the idea of breaking this shell open," right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, but like once you get older, it's like, I'm putting effort into my food and I don't actually want to do this. Yeah, so like the desire to do so does go down with age. And that's why I get my little nieces and nephew to do it instead. I'm like, "Hey, do you want to crack open some walnuts for Uncle Happy?" And they're like, "Yeah!" And they get real excited when I give them a mallet.
Oh, you use a hammer?
Yeah, we
That's
don't have like a nice like cracker or anything. I'm just like, "Here, have a hammer."
I was taught to do it by squeezing two of them together really hard.
What? That sounds insane, actually. No, we have a hammer.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You take two walnuts and you put them in your hand together and you squeeze them together, and one of them always breaks, but it's hard. And sometimes you'll get a really good walnut that you actually have to go take like a hammer to at the end. Just kind of, if you have like a bag of them, you're just like, oh, this one is keeps breaking all the other ones until it's the last one, and then you're like, well, like a hammer, or
You get
sometimes
to
you just
see
throw it
which
away because it's not worth it to go find something.
you
It's
get
like
to see which is the strongest walnut.
pretty much, yeah.
It's like that one person who like takes like a bag of M&Ms and then squeezes two M&Ms together to see which is the strongest M&M and then sends that last M&M back to the factory for breeding purposes.
Oh, you know what else that makes me think of?
Hmm.
Have you seen the glass fights?
No, glass fights?
People take glass objects like vases and
Hmm.
cups and other stuff like that, and they put them on ropes and they just let them like pendulum swing next to each other, and it's just an ongoing like permanent bracket of like things fighting each other.
That's amazing and terrifying.
Yeah. The thing that I find the most funny is that they've done toilets before with different toilet brands, and
What?
it's really crazy to see whole toilets swinging by rope in the middle of a big garage somebody has.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
Also, they break way easier than you think they would.
Oh no.
Also,
I
people I
could
think forget toilets are glass.
Yeah, that's it is super easy to forget that toilets are glass.
I,
Like you look at them, it's like, oh, that shouldn't break. I like, sit on that to my business, and that shouldn't, or ceramic sometimes, yeah, or ceramic. It's like that shouldn't break.
isn't ceramic basically the same as glass?
Kind of. It's they're like they're both dirt that gets heated to do a thing, right? But it's like they're cousins of dirt being heated, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Wait, isn't that
Yeah.
kind of what metal is too? Wait.
Well, metal is like a part of the dirt that gets heated, where the glass is like a specific type of dirt that gets heated. And ceramic is like also a kind of dirt, but also has dirt in it, you know?
Yeah,
Is everything secretly dirt?
probably. Yeah. I mean, somebody told me once that if you think about it, your bones are rocks, and that blew my mind when I was a kid.
Oh, it's true. Your bones are rocks and your teeth are closer actually in structure to your flesh than your bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, your tongue is technically a tentacle, like a squid,
Yeah.
and one could theoretically consider it an additional limb. I've heard that one too. Not a very long one, not a very big one, but technically you
A
can like
limb.
control it like a limb, so it's kind of one.
You know? I gotta start like lifting weights with my tongue now, I guess. Now since I've been working out, yeah, I gotta get all my limbs strong.
Oh, also your spit is closer to blood than it is to water. That's another one
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, and your spinal cord is the same texture of being a sausage.
Ah, huh.
Yeah.
So things are actually made of dirt to this day. Concrete is made of sand. You're right. You're right.
Everything is just dirt.
Everything's dirt. I mean,
Everything is dirt.
I guess
Mhm.
dirt and rocks are kind of the same thing too, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, everything dirt.
Everything dirt. A computer, dirt, but like we taught it to think.
You ever think about how crazy a computer is? It's just we engraved a rock with metal, and now it can talk and think.
Yeah. We tricked a rock into thinking by shooting electricity through it.
We wrote upon it with golden runes. It gained the power of electricity and thought.
Technology is it's magic.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like how my favorite story ever is this guy, his partner, she was very into witchcraft and what have you, and he didn't get it, but when she explained it to him, he's like, oh, you're like a Jedi. And
Ah.
then he got it, and I was like, oh, I'm so glad you were able to put it together like that.
Oh. There is I actually went to a witchcraft store in my town
Hmm.
just because it was a cool thing to go to.
Yeah.
Uh Funny enough, they sell teeth there.
Ooh. Oh, I
Not
gotta go
not
to my
human
local
teeth.
culture. Yeah. Yeah, lots of I know my local occult shops usually sell like animal teeth. Oh, I went to like an oddities event once and they had raccoon penis bones.
Ah,
They were made into pens. They were very cute. I did not get one because I didn't need another pen, and I don't think I could justify getting a bone that I could write with, you know?
there's a joke there I want to make, but I also cannot quite form that joke, so I'm gonna move on.
You're so real to me.
Uh, next question. Um, follow-up question on the teeth. Why teeth?
Oh, I think they're very cute and how like small they are and how everyone's is like a little bit different depending on how they take care of themselves and general genetics. Um the more coffee they drink or more medication they take, it's a lot yellower. If you're super into like maintaining your teeth, some people will use whiteners and then they'll be like instead of this natural like bone white, which is a little bit it's an off white, it's like bleached white and it's very fun to look at. It looks almost like plastic. um oh, I like how I am a big fan of how cavities look on them as well. It's very interesting to look at because once they're out of the mouth, you don't really got to worry about it too much. So I just, I clean it up to make sure it doesn't produce any sort of like grossness. But once fully dried out, it's just like, ooh, there's just a hole in there, you know? It's
Yeah,
fascinating to look at.
interesting. Have you ever thought
Yeah.
about being a dentist?
Um, I have. Been recommended it, being like, oh, Happy, you like teeth so much, you should be a dentist. Here's the thing, I think the human mouth is disgusting.
You could be like a horse dentist. I don't know.
Animal dentist.
I mean, they made a game about it for crocodiles.
They did? That sounds
Crocodile
adorable.
dentist. It's a game of lots of fun. Watch out for the
Oh,
sore tooth. Chomp, 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 chomp.
I used to play that. I used to have that game as a kid. Oh no, I was crazy with it though. So I was the kind of kid who would put like thumbtacks or razor blades on it.
Oh no! Oh,
Yeah,
that
I was
yeah.
that kid. I
Ghibli's
was that kid.
Ghibli's.
I was that kid. I have a bunch of like tiny little scars on like my fingers just from that.
That is crazy.
Yeah, when people first get to know me, I'm very reserved when I'm first getting to know people. I'm just like, "Oh yeah, I like video games. I'm really into these shows and stuff like that." And then once people really get to know me, I'm like, "Oh yeah, intestines and teeth are cute. I love gore. I used to put razor blades on my Beyblades. I put thumbtacks on the crocodile dentist game." Like it's like, "Oh, Happy's a little nuts."
I I have like a couple dozen scars from barbed wire because I like to play with barbed wire fences. So when I was a kid, so I kind of get it, I guess.
You understand.
At least the like, but that one was less because I'm like, ha, pain would be, let's add some stakes to the thing. It was more
Uh-huh.
of like the I won't get hurt. Oh, I got hurt. I won't get hurt again. I got hurt again, but it wouldn't happen a third time. And you just do that on for like 5 years.
Yeah, surely it won't happen again. Oh, it happened again. Ah, this time it won't happen. I know things now. It happens again. Oh, you know, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
And it was all because I didn't want to walk the long way around to get to my grandpa's house. I'm just like, I'll
You're
just
so rude.
cross the fence through the horses, like through a horse pasture.
That you're so real to me. Take the take the shortest path there. Just because it's a little dangerous, it's fine.
Yeah, and then I have several dozen scars from barbed wire for it.
Yeah, that's the you can, if anyone threatens you, you can be all like, "Do you want to know how I got these scars?" And then you just don't tell them.
Yeah, you know what? This is a cell life lesson.
Life lesson: don't put razors on your crocodile teeth game, and don't keep touching barbed wire.
Yeah, barbed wire will hurt.
It does.
It,
It's
it,
meant
it,
to do that.
it works on people just as well as it does horses.
People, it is not. You are not immune to barbed wire.
Next question.
Hmm.
What type of sweet treats do you enjoy? Or what kind of sweets do you enjoy? And where would you choose to go to enjoy the sweet treat even more?
Oh, I'm a fan of a good cheesecake, honestly. I am a big fan of
Ooh.
cheesecake. Um, but the question on where, I gotta say, after having like had a picnic up in the mountains, there's just one spot where you get to see the mountain range in the area, and it's nice and cool up there, and I right there up in the mountain. Um, which type of cheesecake? I'm very much a classic New York style kind of girly, but I am a fan of turtle cheesecake as well, or just a simple strawberry cheesecake is also very good. Just cheesecake is good. I like it. I'm a big fan.
I I love cheesecake. I actually have a recipe for healthy cheesecake.
Oh,
Yeah, it's like 300 calories a slice. It's so great.
I need to bother you for that. I've been hankering for some cheesecake.
Yeah, cheesecake is really good at covering up fake sugar taste.
Oh, that makes sense because cheesecake has kind of like a strong flavor, so.
Yeah, so you put like a ton of fake sugar of the right kind into a
Mhm.
cheesecake and it just tastes like cheesecake.
I I gotta do that now because I've been hankering for some cheesecake, but my body cannot process sugar very well anymore, so
And then
don't
you
get to
can
have it
use
very often.
almond flour instead of graham cracker for the crust.
Ooh! Oh, I'm already a fan of almond. I've already got tons of almond flour, and I'm a fan of it. So, hell yeah.
Yeah. Like I said, that was my favorite recipe. At like the peak of like cells, like I need to eat healthy. I made a
Mhm.
cheesecake every other week.
That's genius, honestly.
I'm just like, if a day is hard, we can have cheesecake.
They hard. Need more cheesecake.
It's only 300 calorie. Not bad. That 3 soda. Good cheesecake.
I I I gotta have it, and maybe this might probably change the texture, but I could turn in, add some protein powder
Oh
to
yeah,
the graham
yeah.
cracker. Yeah, protein.
Protein.
You know. Gotta. I'm bulking out here. I gotta get real buff, real strong,
Yeah. Strong.
strong. Gotta carry the homies.
Yeah, that's awesome. Um, Next question. Follow up from the cold question. Now I got followers of church problems outside. They summoned an angel. What do I do with that?
Oh, you gotta romance the angel.
Ah, yes, yes, of course.
Yeah, you gotta have like you gotta romance them, not not seduce, romance. You gotta take it slow. Make them fall in love with you. That way, they'll be torn between their promise to the divine and their love for you.
And you can create like Nephilims, and they could be the chosen ones or something.
Yeah, or you can just then be homies and it'll be great.
Yes, that too. Yeah, you said
Yeah.
romance, so that's the only reason I was like. But yeah,
You can try and romance them, but it might turn out just being the biffle route. It happens sometimes.
yeah.
It's like fake dating to best friends. I don't-
Just like the reverse of yeah, I gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. Fake instead of fake dating to real dating, it's fake dating to best friends.
Next question.
Mhm.
Is there a Happy Mask jester? Or I suppose you could also praise it as what sort of jester would Happy have in their court?
So so Happy kind of has one. His name is Oswald. Because I
Oh.
named him after Oswald the Lucky Rabbit. Um, and he's magic based. He's an old OC I haven't used in forever because I was like, no one cares about my lore, but here I have a chance to yap about my lore. He's originally part of like a troupe and a family of clowns. They're lovely, lovely people, and Oswald gets this like ability called being a silver tongue, so he can speak to the divine. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but since the patron deity of country is dead, uh Oswald and Happy just kind of became besties. And so he does a lot of magic tricks for Happy. It's great. He's a little guy. He's got purple hair.
Mm-hmm.
Uh and I made like a teacher for Oswald so that he could learn magic, and her name is Sabrina after Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Nice.
I did not I did not develop her any further. I was just all like, well, maybe one day, and then that day has not come yet.
Well, all right. Do you have art of them?
I do have art of them. It's very, very old art and not. It's very choppy. Is the way. Here, I'm gonna DM it to you so that you could see it.
Okay.
Ignore the title. Ignore the title being Wizard Twink.
Sure. Oh, they're cute.
Yeah. I just wanted him to be like a cute little guy, and I will also send you Sabrina so you can look at her. Big fan of this design.
I actually love her hair.
Yeah, have this like I wanted to have like lots of blues and this cool like
Yeah.
I was watching a lot of Panty and Stocking at the time, so I was like, oh, I love Stocking's hair. I'm gonna try and incorporate that into this design.
That's awesome. So, next question.
Mhm.
Um, Someone is doing weird cult stuff across the street. Do you think noise canceling headphones would help?
Noise canceling headphones, you gotta get some really good ones. Highly recommend start putting some wards around your house. Usually just some like blessed salt is pretty good. Just kind of like be like, salt, do your thing, and put it around your house, and it's great. Also helps keep out slugs. So
Ah, you can do the same thing with coconut oil for spiders?
I did not know that.
Yeah. Spiders cannot walk across coconut oil at all. It disrupts
Oh,
their like walk while walking stuff. So
yeah.
if they touch it at all, they'll just turn around and leave.
Just surround the house in coconut oil. The spiders will never come.
Yeah, I got taught that for if you have spider problems to just take a paintbrush and some melted coconut oil and just go around all your windows.
I will have to do that. I've been having some spider problems recently. I got bit recently.
Ooh,
Yeah, which was a first for me. I've never been bitten by a spider. I'm fine. I'm
was it
fine.
poisonous?
No, no, I didn't eat it. And it wasn't venomous
Then
either.
yes, right. Actually,
Mhm,
you live in a hotter place than me. I'm not no specifics. Um,
mhm.
do you have scorpions? Have you seen scorpions?
Yeah, oh yeah, we have tons of scorpions out here. I've actually have a black light on me just so that they're easier to see. But yeah, I've seen plenty of them. They're, you know, I prefer when I see the larger ones be like, hello, little guy. When they're small, oh, I immediately stomp that thing. That thing's gotta go.
Because due to global warming, my area will soon be able to have scorpions.
Oh no.
So,
Oh, that's not fun.
and we're connected to places that have scorpions. So it makes
Yeah.
sense that I will eventually start seeing them.
Yeah. So highly recommend get a black light, just checking things. The big ones are not a huge problem. The small ones are really the problem.
Okay. Yeah, I did hear that the small scorpions were the more poisonous ones.
Yeah. I
But
gotta say though, they do taste like chicken. They taste pretty good.
scorpion?
I've eaten. Yeah, I had a scorpion lollipop when I was like in high school, and I kind of enjoyed the taste.
Ah, yeah. I heard that they kind of fry up like shrimp.
Yeah, basically. I haven't had any like recently because it's not something that's eaten whole ton out of like outside of like the whoo lollipop, right? And I don't really like I can't really have candy as much anymore, so
Uh, any of the strength small ones relying on poison exclusively. Oh, it makes sense.
yeah.
I lollipop. Actually, yes. If you were what's your opinion on eating bugs? Since the scorpion
Oh,
lollipop came up.
so as an environmental thing, I do think it would reasonably help with the whole environmental thing if we stop, if we actually tried to fix everything, right? But that's not on us as the people, it's on big corporations and blah, blah, blah. That's a whole nother topic. But
Right.
as a person on just trying it, I'm willing. I'm open and willing to it. I've only ever had crickets and a scorpion before.
Ah.
But yeah, and crickets I think are pretty good. I did enjoy them. I think they're a very good snack size. I haven't tried anything else. I think if I got anything any bigger or something that looked like a water bug and that looks closer to a roach, I'm like, I I don't know if I could actually personally go through with it. I would give it a shot. There is a puppy in the distance. My dog has decided that she really wants to come in. But I'm like, but then she will bark and she will demand to also be on this talk show.
Um, there is a single type of bug that I actually really want to try.
Oh.
I really want to eat a honeypot ant
You're
because
so real to me. Uh-huh.
they're the only bug that makes honey other than bees, and they make it inside the butts of the big ants. And apparently, people just
Yeah.
eat those ants. So I'm like, I want to try one.
I also want to try one. I that sound, I they look like they would like maybe have the texture of a gusher.
I hate that as an idea, but I also really want to try ant honey.
I think it'd be pretty good. It'll be fun.
Next question.
Mhm.
What if I want the slugs to be able to come in and stay safe from the cult?
Okay. Then you gotta use anointed oil instead to protect yourself from the cult, right? Um, I don't think oil bothers slugs, so don't use salt, use oil.
I see, I see.
Mhm, mhm.
Next question.
Uh-huh.
And I think this might be our last question. I will double check very quickly. Because I was saving this one for last. Is HappyMaskPrince happy?
Always, every day, for I get to be surrounded with some absolutely incredible people in this community, and I am so glad to have met everyone, So I am happy.
Well, I'm glad. Oh.
I'm a huge sap. There she is. I'm telling you, I told you she'd demand to be in the show.
Well, with the end of the questions. Actually, wait, it's a wiener dog, right?
Yeah, she's a weenie dog.
Just I had to confirm. You should integrate a wiener dog into your lore.
I've thought about it. I thought about giving Happy like a weenie dog made out of like of wood, so it's like she hops in between the trees. That'd be very cute.
Oh. Another thing. Have you seen that giant wiener dog statue in Thailand?
I have not. That sounds adorable.
Somebody made a photorealistic statue of a dachshund that is the
Mhm.
size of a school bus that actually breathes.
It breathes?
Yep.
That's incredible. Oh, I gotta look this up.
And it's a big statue that it's from Korea, but right now is being rented out to a mall in Thailand as an art installation. I believe it
That
was
sounds.
Korea. I know right now it's in Thailand. I don't know where it's from 100%.
Mhm. That's
But
incredible, though.
yeah, and it's just like a giant, like 30-foot wiener dog.
You know, sometimes you gotta have a 30-foot weenie that breathes. I think that's what's got me hooked. I'm gonna be so for real with you. Just like it breathes.
Yeah, like the sides move. I don't know
Yeah,
if it like
you know, like it's breathing. But yeah, no, I get it.
yeah. Guess I yeah, got you a new tourist destination to aim for at some point, I guess.
Yeah, gotta see the giant weenie statue
I wonder what like a
and be
little
like,
wiener
oh,
dog would think about that.
it,
Just
be
take your
like,
own dog there, just like
that's you. That's how big you think you are.
all right. Well, uh thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. This has been a lovely experience.
I'm glad. I picking my words carefully not to say the happy thing.
Uh-huh.
Uh and I'm so glad that you had a good time. Um so with that being said, here is your soapbox. You have can promote yourself in any way you well. If you have anything coming up, if you want to promote yourself, give yourself a little shout out. Here is your chance to do so.
I've been put on the spot. So I stream here on Twitch. At the very least every Saturday. I stream on HappyMaskPrince. Um, I also have a VGen. It is currently closed as I'm still in the middle of recovery. But, please think about me if you like, some fun art. Uh, I don't really have any other social media. Like I have a Twitter, but I don't really use it. um,
Totally
Other than
valid.
that, yeah. I oh, I guess as like a little sneak peek of something that I'm currently working on, soon enough I will be starting a podcast and a YouTube channel with my good friend Umbra.
Ooh.
Yeah, I guess a little sneak peek into the names. This is new. Nobody knows about this. The YouTube channel will be called Abyssal Merriment. It'll be, Umber and I playing video games and, yapping and all fun recorded content. Uh, and the podcast will be between Umbra, Duchess, and I, and we've called it Cactus Fruits. For we love our home here in Arizona, and we're very silly people and thought Cactus Fruits was something cute and inviting. It'll
Ah.
be yeah, it'll be a podcast where we talk about we each bring a topic in and talk in, have something to talk about. Hopefully we'll be starting that soon enough. And we will be posting it onto its own YouTube channel and Spotify for all podcast enjoyers.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. When you said that, I was half expecting to say it's a podcast about cactus fruits.
No, we wouldn't have much to talk about. We just want to talk about like nerd stuff
Yeah,
and and just our general like any interests we're into. Like I definitely want to have a whole episode where we talk like more in depth about our experience doing oshikatsu stuff because I think it's very fun, but not super available or like you know not something that's done here in the States a whole ton. And I think a lot of people would find a lot more joy in their life if they did.
that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'll be sure to check it out. Hope you all do too. I am. All right. Well, thank you all so much for watching. Please go check out Happy and their new podcast. Um, uh, all this. I forgot how I end these.
You're doing great.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning, for some reason, like this is the second one I've done since I came back from my break of doing these, and
Mhm.
the beginning and the end are so hard.
It is. It is. You got this though.
Um, yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. Check out Happy Discord, socials, merch store, all that fun stuff. Check out Happy's those things also. Yeah. Um. Thanks for watching. Bye.